What's Windows Server 2019 price? The price of Windows Server 2019 varies depending on the edition and licensing model you choose. Here are some of the available editions and their approximate prices. Windows Server 2019 Standard Edition, starting at $972 for 16-core licenses. Windows Server 2019 Datacenter Edition, starting at $6,155 for 16-core licenses. Windows Server 2019 Essentials Edition, $501 per server. It's important to note that these prices are only for the licenses, and you'll also need to factor in the cost of hardware and any additional software or services you might need to run your server. Additionally, these prices are subject to change, so it's always best to check with Microsoft or an authorized reseller for the most up-to-date pricing information. Here are some tips to help you choose the right Windows Server 2019 pricing plan. 1. Determine your server needs. Before you start looking at pricing plans, it's important to determine what your server needs are. Consider factors like the number of users, applications, and workloads you need to support, as well as your budget and IT expertise. 2. Compare the different editions. Windows Server 2019 comes in several different editions, each with its own features and capabilities. Take the time to compare the different editions and determine which one best meets your needs. For example, if you need support for virtualization, you may want to choose the Datacenter Edition, while if you have a small business with basic server needs, the Essentials Edition may be a better fit. 3. Consider the licensing model. Windows Server 2019 is available under several different licensing models, including per-core licensing, per-server licensing, and subscription-based licensing. Consider which licensing model makes the most sense for your organization based on factors like budget, IT expertise, and the number of servers you need to manage. 4. Evaluate your budget. The cost of Windows Server 2019 can vary significantly depending on the edition and licensing model you choose. Evaluate your budget carefully to determine how much you can afford to spend on licensing and hardware costs. 5. Get expert advice. If you're not sure which Windows Server 2019 pricing plan is right, consider getting expert advice. Talk to a Microsoft representative or a licensed reseller to get more information and help you make an informed decision. Here are some of the pros and cons of Windows Server 2019. Pros: enhanced security. Windows Server 2019 includes several security features, including improved encryption, shielded virtual machines, and Windows Defender Advanced Threat Protection, to help protect against cyber threats. Better performance. Windows Server 2019 includes several performance improvements, including faster boot times and improved performance for virtual machines. Improved support for hybrid environments. Windows Server 2019 includes improved support for hybrid environments, making it easier to manage both on-premises and cloud-based resources. Better support for Linux. Windows Server 2019 includes improved support for Linux virtual machines and containers, making it easier to run Linux workloads alongside Windows workloads. Easy integration with Azure. Windows Server 2019 includes several features that make it easier to integrate with Microsoft Azure, including improved support for Azure Active Directory and Azure Backup. Cons: high system requirements. Windows Server 2019 has higher system requirements than previous versions, which may require you to upgrade your hardware. Cost: the cost of Windows Server 2019 licenses can be higher than other server operating systems, and you may need to purchase additional licenses for certain features and services. Learning curve: if you're new to Windows Server, there may be a learning curve to get up to speed on the new features and management tools. Limited support for older hardware. Windows Server 2019 has limited support for older hardware, which may require you to upgrade your hardware or choose a different server operating system. Complexity: as with any server operating system, Windows Server 2019 can be complex to manage, and may require dedicated IT staff to ensure proper configuration and maintenance. Any Windows Server 2019 alternatives? There are several alternatives to Windows Server 2019. Here are some examples. Linux. Linux is a popular open-source server operating system that is known for its stability, security, and flexibility. There are several distributions of Linux, including Ubuntu, CentOS, and Red Hat Enterprise Linux. FreeBSD. FreeBSD is a Unix-like operating system that is known for its stability and security. It is particularly well suited for web servers and network appliances. Mac OS Server. Mac OS Server is a server operating system developed by Apple that is designed for use with Mac computers and iOS devices. It includes features like file sharing, profile management, and email services. VMware ES11. VMware ES11 is a hypervisor that allows you to run multiple virtual machines on a single physical server. It is particularly well suited for virtualized environments and can help you reduce hardware costs. Citrix Xen Server. Citrix Xen Server is another hypervisor that allows you to run multiple virtual machines on a single physical server. It is particularly well suited for enterprise environments and includes features like live migration and high availability. It's important to carefully evaluate your server needs and choose the server operating system that best meets those needs. Factors to consider include the features and capabilities of the operating system, the level of support and documentation available, and the cost of licensing and hardware.